Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Shadia here. If you haven't subscribed, if you're new to this channel or you simply haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and always comment. So here I am back again with another episode of self-help, wellness, and everything that falls in that category. And yeah, today I'm going to be talking about self-care trends that no one else is telling you about. So, people will tell you self care is this, self care is that, self care is eating well, self care is going for medication, self care is doing that. But there are a lot of things people are not telling you about self care, because to me, self care is like a mindset, self care, a habits, practices that we do to revamp us from all the negativity, all the negative emotions like stress, fatigue, depression, and everything that is negative. And my very, very first trend is mending relationships. I know maybe one person or two have told you not to mend a relationship that you didn't break, something like that. But living in an environment where you are at peace, people, is enjoyable, people. Yes, people will offend you, people will do things to you, well knowing it's going to hurt you. And you are going to hurt. But after hurting and everything, just find a place in your heart to forgive this person. And when you forgive this person, let them know that you have forgiven them, to just create a peaceful environment for the both of you. It is just a matter of calling them or just texting them and tell them, like, I didn't understand where you came from in this situation, but if it was my fault, I truly apologize. And if it was your fault, I forgive you. And say these words meaning them. In order to calm you, do not just pretend like, oh, I just want to act like I forgave these people, but I didn't. Say it while you actually mean it, and forgive these people. Like, move on. Stop being the person who stopped going to a certain place because someone who offended you stopped going there. Be a drama free kind of person. Mend relationships, call people, correlate relatives who offended you. Anyone. I don't mean for you to just be friends with them again, but just create an environment that does not hurt the both of you. Just mend relationships. Look at yourself and be like, oh, I stopped talking to this person because they did me dirty, I did this. Just call them or text them. Be the bigger person in the situation and just mend a relationship. That is self-care, because you are taking care of your mind, you're taking care of your heart, you're taking care of your soul. You're not mad at this person anymore. You are at peace with them. My second trend is living the life you can afford. People, self-care is not wearing Gucci, Fendi, Hams, whatever that you can afford because you want to prove to someone that you are worthy or you're fitting, you're rich, you're something. That is not self-care, because trust me, all the work you go through to afford these things you actually can't afford is sabotaging. You are doing a lot of things that you can't do, that you're not supposed to do, because you want to buy something, you want to get something you can afford. You are okay where you are. If you wake up every morning and focus on working to be a better person, you are working on the dreams, you are working on the life you are really dreaming of. No one is going to kill you because you are sleeping in a house you can afford. No one is going to do something to you because you're wearing clothes you can afford. Live in your means. It is so liberating, being the person you can actually afford. Drive the cars you can afford, go to places you can afford. Until you afford something better, until you can afford something bigger, just stay in your lane. Like, make it beautiful, because whatever you can afford can be beautiful at this moment. Do not go out of your way to just prove to the society that, oh, you're great, to make Insta stories, to make Snap stories and all that. Because at the end of the day, no one cares. It's you who is sabotaging yourself. It's you who is going through all the drainage, trying to prove to people that you are something. Living the life you can afford, living in your means, is super, super paramount. It is something you can do to care for yourself. My third trait is being kind. People, let's face it, being mean is so cliche. Stop being mean. No one appreciates that. No one consumes you being mean. I mean, if there is any way you can help someone, if there is any way you can do any act of charity, just go ahead and do it. Being kind is free. You don't have uh, to have a charity organization or something. You can do those little kind gestures every now and then that will add up until something big. Just be a kind person. Be kind in the way you speak. Be kind in the way you walk. Be kind in all sorts of ways. I mean, having something that someone doesn't mean that you are bigger of a person than. And my fourth is educating yourselves. People, educate yourself. Never stop learning. Never put a limit on the kind of knowledge or information or education you have to have. I mean, if you have a chance, if you still have a chance to, get that course, pursue it, or go to school or whatever. But the busy people who have no time for school, no time for this, no, you have time for your phone, and there are a lot of things on your phone you can use to your advantage, like YouTube. I mean, if you just put your mind onto YouTube, there are a lot of things. It's something super endless. There are a lot of things you're going to learn from YouTube, like Google. Just make it a point every single day, every morning, to learn something new, because knowledge and information and exposure comes handy every now and then. Just never stop learning. Never put a limit that, oh, I know this, I'm not gonna learn that. I know this. Like, just spread yourself. I mean, learn something. It could be baking, it could be a new language, it could be anything. People, if you truly care about yourself, if you truly care about being someone, just educate yourself. Be someone who has knowledge, because knowledge never gets old. And don't be someone who's like, oh, I can learn from someone like this. Anyone, any person can teach you something about life. Any person. So do not look down on people and be like, oh, I can't. Who are you to teach me this? Who are you to tell me that? Anyone, even the person you think lowest of, which is actually not a good thing, can teach you something that could be the most important thing in your life. So be open to learning. Educate yourself. Be open to learning and never put a limit on the kind of education you must have. And if you have a chance to go back to school, just go back to school and just, widen the kind of education you have. My fifth and very last, which might be the very most important one, is decluttering. People, we have a lot of things in our lives that we do not need. A lot of things in our lives that we don't need. A lot. So evaluate yourself, look into yourself and understand that, oh, I don't need this, I don't need this. It could be your phone. I mean, I know people who have 1,000 apps on their phones that they haven't used in 6 months. You don't need these. When you need it, you will download it, use it, and then delete it. So just clear your phone. Create space for other things you actually need. It could be your closet. You have a lot of things you haven't worn in 5 years. I mean, just give them away to charity. That is an act of kindness. Anything in your life that you actually do not need, get rid of it. It is creating much space for things that you actually need. Because at this moment, you have a lot of things you don't use, a lot of things you don't use, and it's blocking way of you getting things you actually need. I mean, it could be people. You have a lot of people in your life you don't need. I mean, declutter. Just get rid of things you actually don't need. That is self-care. You are cleansing. That is self-care. And my other it is a bonus strength, and I always say this in my videos, it is praying. People, praying is super paramount. Pray, people. Pray if you want to take care of yourself, if you want to, like, it is an overall self-care trend. Praying. Like, you could be of any belief, any religion, but whoever you are, whatever you believe in, pray, people. Pray. That was a bonus. And yeah, that was it for today's video, guys. I appreciate you so much. I love you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and always comment. If there is anything you want to add on to this video, I would so much love to know about it in the comment section below. And if there is anything you want me to talk about, again, you can put it down in the comment section below. I love you guys so much. Have a nice